Hey everybody, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Vic here, back with you again. Welcome to another section, another module from the advanced territory of High Traffic Academy. Hope you're learning some things. You know, what I'm going to talk about to you right now is a concept that's going to blow you away. It's going to blow your mind. I kid you not. Big claim, I know. But when I show this to you, and more importantly, when you implement this in your business, you can blow past your competition just like that. You can do things that others will look at you, they'll be like, man, how the heck did you do that? How is that even possible? All this stuff is legal, all this stuff is ethical, moral, all that good stuff, right? Very strategic move, very strategic positioning as a marketer, right? This stuff I'm going to show you. So pay attention. You know, this is not your beginner's level stuff. So obviously, I'm not going to be here I'm going to keep it very simple, okay? So that you can model, you can implement this, you can get the concept. I'm going to explain to you the concept. But it's going to be up to you to implement this. And I hope you at least check this out, at least test this out, because it's going to allow you to build an incredibly giant, enormous list of people who will follow you, people who will respect you, and at the same time, you're building yourself up as a marketer. You're elevating your status as a marketer, and you're just doing really cool stuff in the community. This thing called Regenerative Traffic Method. Okay, if you haven't heard this name, it's probably because nobody's teaching this, and I've discovered this by accident, and I've implemented it in my personal business, and in a span of about just under 2 years, actually, I was able to build a list of nearly 500,000 leads, completely free. Okay, that's the biggest thing probably from all this. Completely free, and build an incredible goodwill in the community. The list that I've built, is very responsive. It's all organic. Right, and it's just really awesome. The reason I wanted to put this in the advanced section is because this is advanced type material, but I'm going to show you how I'll be able to help you put this all together if that's what you want a little bit later on. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive deep into this right about now. If you get me a marker, and we should be good to go. All right, so this thing is called the Regenerative Traffic Method. Okay, we'll just say RTM for short. Here is the blueprint. Here is the concept. The concept is this particular strategy, this particular method is built entirely on the idea of creating goodwill in the marketplace, and also on something called positive expectancy. Okay, very important for you to know as a marketer. See, every move you make as a marketer has to be strategic. Okay, and I teach you this. If you're an elite member, we talk a lot about that kind of stuff, right? Strategies and and how to go about doing stuff in a very strategic, very smart approach. There is a typical way of doing things, and there is a very smart way of doing things, right? Of creating your campaigns and kind of moving around in this community as a marketer. We want to be doing stuff the smart way, don't we? Right? You want to be strategic about your stuff. That's how you win. That's how you crush your competition. And so this concept is built, or this strategy is built on the idea of positive expectancy, which is the single biggest buying emotion that you can engineer within your prospect. Okay, and I talk about that in the conversion mastery part of the training, and hopefully you saw that video. If you haven't, go ahead and check it out. Okay, so the basic blueprint is this. Okay, you've got I'll just map this out for you. Okay, you got the traffic. You're sending traffic to your landing page, right? You've seen this, right? Many times, right? And then if you are, again, if you're doing things the smart way, right, like we're teaching, what you're gonna do is you're gonna capture the lead, and then you will have some sort of a pre-frame page over here. Okay, highly recommended. Is this required? Not really. Nothing is required. Even the landing page, is that required? Not really. You can send traffic directly to an offer. That's fine. That's what you want. But it's highly recommended. It's gonna elevate you, a step higher. Same thing if you have a pre-frame page. And again, I talk about this pre-frame. If you're an elite member, man, we dive deep into this kind of stuff, psychologically and beyond, right? But pre-frame pages essentially is you basically preparing them for whatever you have over here, which is your offer, okay? And this is your offer page, okay? This is, when they buy, you make money, and then you know, there could be upsells or whatever, right? Upsells. More money, you know, if they buy, all that good stuff, okay? So this is how professional marketers typically run their business, and that's how I've been running my business for a long time, okay, for years and years and years, okay? Sometimes I didn't have the pre-frame page. In the cases where I did not have the pre-frame page, so if I just captured an opt-in, send them directly to an offer, and I just kind of have them go through that funnel, my conversions were not as good as when I had the pre-frame page. So pre-frame page is very important, and it's going to boost, I believe it's going to boost your conversions, because I was promoting an affiliate offer one time, and I did not have a pre-frame page. And my conversions over here, this was not my offer, and my conversions over here were like 2%, you know, in the neighborhood about 2%. When I added this page, the pre-frame page, and I just said, you know, it became my lead magnet. So essentially, pre-frame page becomes your lead magnet. And then I passed them on to the offer. I was able to increase my conversions from 2% to over 20%. Or close to about 20%. So you do the math on it, how many times that is. You know, 1,000%, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna attempt to do the math on camera here, right? But ridiculous, okay? Ridiculous conversions, and this is how you can crush your offer. Now, here's the idea. Typically what happens is when they opt in over here, right, and they submit their information, they get on your list, right? Over here. Okay, so they get into your autoresponder, and then what do? You send them emails, yes? You say, hey, you either sending them to a pre-frame page or you're sending them back to